right, so what is this? This is Friday morning.
It is Friday morning, yeah.
We got the beezer back up on the lift. It's mount the seat. We have the seat here and the standoffs, and we're going to put that on. Still waiting on the safety strap for underneath the gas tank, but we're going to go ahead and test ride the bike today.
Yeah, it's secure.
And pretty thing, isn't it? Let's zoom out some here. So I'm going to put a wedge in the Kickstarter. Kevin's going to put the seat on. We're going to start her up and see if we can't do a test ride this morning. Yeah. All right.
All right, ready?
Oh yeah, let's see if it'll go. And wow. It's actually idling. Ah, that is so cool. Have you pulled the clutch and put it in gear yet?
No.
Okay, do that carefully here.
Right, and hold the brake, you're right.
Okay, good. And here he comes. Let's just walk down there and get an autopsy. Okay, go for it.
Beauteous.
Really?
Yeah, the only trouble with shifting it first is I couldn't get my big boot underneath the thing, so I had to come at it sideways once I figured that out. No, she accelerates great, no hesitation, drops into idle when you come to a stop, shifts beautifully. The only thing is, and I'll have to remind the owner of this, is that you've almost got to be stopped before it will drop smoothly into first gear.
Okay, cool.
You can't be going too fast. You've almost got to be stopped, and then it'll just click. Otherwise, you're going to hear it grinding.
Okay,
But
yeah.
no, she's good to go. I'm going to check with him on the mirrors, and then the safety bar under here that got screwed up on the order.
Still on order.
But those are no big deal. So no, she's good to go. She's beautiful. The best, again, a wonderful example of the 67 BSA.
Yeah. Cool. All right, good. Good test ride. Okay, so we put the bike back up on the lift and did an after ride check over. I changed the throttle cable from hanging down to over. There are two kinds of guys in the world. There are cable over guys and cable under guys. So some like them down here, some like them up here. I'm a cable over guy, so I always put the cable over the handle and I ran it through the forks and under the tank. So that's what I did. In the meantime, Kevin noticed we got a drill. So we got down here and took a look. And if you get that light right in there, it looks like it's coming right from that fitting here, of which you're there. Now I can finally zoom. It looks like it's coming right there from that fitting. Now it's either that or it's coming out of this case and going back there, and it might be this case.
I think it's that case.
I think it's a case.
Yeah, because you can see the line from the front of the case stack.
And this is a dry case.
Yes.
Which means something inside that case is leaking. And I think at this point in time, we've got to take off this outer case and find out what's leaking. And the thing that's leaking, possibly, could be the seal on the cam for the points. Anyway, we're going to take this cover off and find out where that leak is coming from, because it is substantial.
Yeah, it's a big leak.
It's a big one. All right, so test ride was good. The after ride autopsy was good. And we're going to take this apart. All right, we have this outer cover off. Let's take a look here. We've got a lot of oil right here But do we have oil up here?
I don't see it.
Well,
Well, yeah, wait a minute, I see a drip right there,
I
yeah.
see it right there.
Yep,
Okay, so that means we got to take the ignition module out
right.
and the rotor and look at the oil seal behind
Right.
it and hope that it's changeable from the outside. Which
Yeah.
I assume, let's assume
Yeah.
that it is. Hope springs eternal. So it looks like it's leaking around the end of that camshaft seal. All right, we'll do that next. All right, we pulled out the mag pickup. We have the rotor in place, but we still have, you can actually see the puddle of oil here. So that's where the leak is, behind there. So we're going to pull that out, take a look at that seal. And we've got the rotor out, and there's the oil coming out of that oil seal. So let's see if we have a seal in stock. If not, I probably have one down at my shop. All right, we installed the new oil seal here, and we're now going to have to turn the motor over, put the locking pin in the front with the arrow facing up. It'll catch the crankshaft and lock it at full advance, and then we'll set the static timing, put the bike back together, and then we will start the bike and set the timing with the timing light. But the static timing should allow it to run. Well, that's what we're doing now. Pull and plug so it's easier to turn the motor over. This is a homemade tool for locking the engine at top dead center. Carefully marked with the arrow up. So with the locking pin in the front of the motor and the locks it at full advance, over here we mark the line and it's right at the pointer, okay? Then we come over here, we're putting the rotor in. We're going to put the rotor in so that the rotor line lines up with the counterclockwise, anti-clockwise marking on the mag pickup. And this is A for anti-clockwise, and this is C for clockwise. Triumphs use this, BSAs and Nortons use this. Okay, now I'm just going to try to get in here and show you how you can see the line lining up. And don't forget about parallax, because the more I move the camera, see how I can make that do that? So it's shooting straight on. We've got the line on the rotor lined up with the A on here. Okay, that's a good starting point. The bike should run with the static setting set. And then we will redo do the timing again using the timing light. Okay, we put a new seal on the cam end that controls the ignition. And we started it, and we set the timing with the strobe light. And we're going to do a start here. It's just a demo start. Oh, that sounds so nice. Okay, now. We all...
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. You're
Yeah,
done.
that's it.
You're done. You're done, I'm done. Okay. Go ahead and turn it off. Okay, now, while we were in there, we fixed up the kicker so that it returns smoothly now. And we're not going to go into detail about how we did that, but I am going to reference, when I get home and publish this, I'll reference a video I did on how to change the spring on the return spring on the Kickstarter to get a cleaner flyback. Okay? And all right, that's where we are. I mean, we've got a good runner here. I think we should. It's ready to go back to the owner pending the safety bar under the tank, and it can go back to him that way and wait till it comes in, or sit here and wait for it to arrive and we'll install it. But at this point in time, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and we've been in here since about 8:39.
Yeah, probably 8:30. Yeah, because we
8:30,
quit coffee early today.
Enough coffee. Okay. All right, we're going to call it a day. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm hungry. Coming home. All right, we've got the engine sealed back up, timing set, bike start, sounds good. I'm going to set it here, leave it out overnight as an overnight leak check. And the client can then make the choice if he wants to go ahead and pick the bike up or let it sit here waiting for that final little piece, the gas tank safety strap, and we'll work that out between Kevin and his client. But it's been a good day. We accomplished a lot.
Amen.
And the bike sounds really good. It really does. Okay, cool. Online as to whether the tab on the kickstart return spring is to be installed with the tab out or the tab in. Now, according to the parts book, it goes on with the tab out, like so. But also, along with that, I've noticed that if it's out, it will conflict with this casting in the outer cover. And actually this one looks like it's been relieved, possibly relieved at the factory, because it's a pretty neat job of relieving. That's the area that would be contacted by that tab when the bike is kick-started. So I'm a tab in guy versus a tab out guy. Now, I'm going to put this on and show you how I do it. It's reasonably easy. I have a set of vice grips all set up, a standard screwdriver, and a highly modified screwdriver. This is an old screwdriver that I've modified so that it is a type of spring puller pusher. The side is used as a puller and the top is used as a pusher. Along with this, I have a piece of PVC tubing that I had left over out in the garden shed, and I've split the side of it so that it'll go on the shaft like so, and then I can use the vice grip pliers to squeeze it down and lock the tab plate in place so it doesn't come flying off of me, because they will fly off, they will snap, they will hurt you. So those are the tools I've got. Here's the tab plate, the tab plate tab, and the spring. Just for grins, I go along and I clean up the tips on the spring where it goes on, and I buffed up the tab where it goes on just for neatness, if nothing else. So these are the tools I'm going to use, and I'm now going to video the technique of installing it on a separate video, which I will then attach to this video, hopefully successfully. All right, I'm going to put the spring on like so. Put the holder on with the tab in, because I prefer it that way. Some people put it in with the tab in, some with the tab out. I like the tab in. Big discussion online as to which way is best. Put my PVC pipe here, squeeze it down out here like so. All right, take the little puller I told you about and catch the spring. Pull it around. Like so, and it pops on like so. Let it go, and it's on. Very nice. So the spring is on, caught, tab is in, and that is all. Works pretty well. Okay, cool.